Before it gets too late, I thought I'd get a little bit of a video recorded for you guys because I missed one yesterday and I didn't record anything. I just went and got my normal stuff done. A little bit of a recap on the day so far. I've been to the gym, hit a push session, bit of a solo one. Good to get back to bulking because we are in the gym lifting heavy rather than doing high rep, low weight. It's a good variance, a good balance, and keeps the muscle growth going. Been enjoying that. Been eating pretty well. Been having steak, eggs, chicken, rice, chili, con carne, curries, loads of different stuff over the last 2 weeks. And today we've just been blasting some sales. A little bit slow to start. Couple of meetings, couple of long no-end calls, when they go nowhere and you just... it's a wasted 10 minutes, 15 minutes. But overall, just keep smashing through it. Working on processes to make sure that I'm staying consistent and also making sure that I'm spending my time on the most important things rather than sort of rather than lulling around doing the non-important or following up with the non-interested. So overall, pretty decent on that end. It's a numbers game with that. It's just the way it is. But consistently improving the skills. Always looking to improve the calls that I do. Whether that's going back through them and getting feedback from myself or other people, or just taking my own notes when I do the calls and just focusing on where the most frequent my improvement things are. So yeah, doing well on that. And missing the boy Ned, there he is, a couple weeks old. There's me, probably about 6. I don't know how old I was there. Not old. Yeah. So yeah, crazy stuff. Prepping for Ben Nevis, Scafell Pike and Snowdon all in 24 hours. So that's a bit of a family affair. We've basically been getting things ready, planning times, strategizing, planning for meals, all sorts of different stuff. And we're going to put all that action in place whilst also keeping it in the gym and keeping active so that the walk isn't too much of a strain. It will be a strain, but we'll do it easily. And I don't see why we won't smash it, to be honest, unless there's a big calamity and there's traffic on the way back. But it shouldn't be too bad. It's off peak season, and yeah, no one's going to be stupid enough to climb at this time, apart from me. But yeah, looking forward to getting back to Bangkok. We are 2 weeks away from coming back, so it's going to go quick, but it also will take its time. We're just trying to get as much done in this time as possible whilst we're still here. Saw a couple of friends recently, just catching back up and reminiscing, but also planning and letting everyone know how things are going and making sure that we're staying on track for the future. Yeah, there's not really much to add because I'm just grinding. So it's more of a diary, more of a documentary of the days. I'm sure I can wrap it all up into something at the end of the month. Maybe that's a montage that I can put of the insights for each day. But there will be a little bit of a series on the 24-hour 3 Peaks challenge. I'm going to post a video on that. The preparation, the lead up, the day and the day after, and my lessons and my learnings, because there was always going to be learning somewhere in the mix. But I think we're pretty prepared compared to most people. I've done a lot of hiking in the past. I've done a couple Highlanders. If you're into your outdoor and nature and you want to take on a challenge, search up Highlander. They do some good long distance 4 to 5 day hikes in Europe, America, Middle East, and they're semi-supported hikes where you basically go, you take everything you need to survive, and then they give you food and water, and they set out the checkpoints, and there are people at each base, and yeah, you do it over a couple of days and you meet some great people along the way, and that's a great way to get out there and see part of a country that you'd never would. And if you don't like tourists and you don't like to see people from your own country when you're on holiday, it's the perfect thing to do, because you barely get any Brits on there, you barely get any, you know, lads on there, mainly serious people, which is what I like to put myself around. So that's something to look at, Highlander. And yeah, a little plug there. You can check out their YouTube channel. I was actually on one of their shorts back in 2023.
Hi, I'm Nathan. I've travelled to the Velebit Mountains, Croatia, with a couple of friends. Highlander offers, it's undescribable, but to put it simply, you find out what really means to be a person, and also meeting great people along the way. Everyone from Highlander and the participants, everyone's fantastic. It's not for everyone, but if you've got determination and you want to achieve a goal, yeah, it's a fantastic experience. Definitely would recommend it.
When I did the Velebit Mountains, Croatia, which was the original first Highlander. So there you go, a little bit of a backstory there, bit of claim to fame. But yeah, if you've enjoyed the video and you are looking to stick around to see the Three Peaks Challenge, then drop a subscribe and a like, and I'll see you in the next one. Ciao.